Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel. Today we delve into one of the most enduring and controversial stories surrounding the British royal family, the protracted and deeply damaging fallout involving Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, and the explosive allegations brought forth by Virginia Giuffre. This saga, which has cast a long, dark shadow over the monarchy for years, has just seen a dramatic new development with the posthumous release of Miss Giuffre's highly anticipated memoir. This book, titled Nobody's Girl, is not just a recounting of past traumas. It is a fresh indictment laying bare alleged attempts by the prince's inner circle to intimidate and harass her during the most sensitive period of their legal conflict. Before we immerse ourselves in the intricate details of these new revelations, please take a moment to show your support. Do remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel for continuous updates on stories of global significance, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive like this one. Your engagement helps us bring these detailed reports to light. The revelations contained within Nobody's Girl are nothing short of explosive, painting a profoundly troubling portrait of the methods allegedly employed by Prince Andrew's representatives as they sought to discredit his accuser. Virginia Giuffre, who bravely came forward to detail the harrowing experiences she endured as a victim, caught in the clutches of Jeffrey Epstein's horrific sex trafficking ring, now asserts in her own words that the Duke of York's team went to extraordinary lengths to silence her. Among the most shocking claims now made public is the assertion that this team attempted to recruit and hire internet trolls, paid agitators whose sole purpose was to launch a coordinated campaign of digital harassment against Ms. Giuffre. This tactic, designed to flood social media and online forums with negativity and doubt, represents an alleged effort not just to challenge her legal standing, but to inflict psychological damage and undermine her credibility in the court of public opinion. The thought that such powerful figures might resort to using anonymous, malicious digital armies against a survivor seeking justice is, frankly, staggering. These allegations of organized digital intimidation arrive at a moment when Prince Andrew is already facing intense scrutiny from law enforcement. Crucially, the Metropolitan Police are currently conducting an active investigation into separate yet equally serious claims involving the sharing of Ms. Giuffre's confidential personal data. The probe centers on the disturbing assertion that the Duke of York furnished his bodyguard with Ms. Giuffre's date of birth and, even more alarmingly, her social security number. These highly sensitive personal identifiers are the keys to a person's identity and financial life. The purpose behind this alleged transmission of confidential data? To facilitate the digging up of potentially damaging information, the raw material necessary for a full-scale, aggressive smear campaign, intended to thoroughly discredit Ms. Giuffre before her allegations could gain irreversible traction. The implications of a member of the royal family allegedly handing over the private, protected information of an accuser to a third party, and specifically a police protection officer funded by the taxpayer, cannot be overstated. It transforms the dispute from a personal legal battle into a matter of potential misuse of official resources and a profound breach of trust. The Metropolitan Police investigation is therefore focused on determining the precise sequence of events and the legal ramifications of this alleged data transfer. Miss Giuffre's memoir serves as a powerful testament to the resilience required to fight a battle against immense wealth and institutional power. Nobody's Girl meticulously documents the complex and agonizing journey through the civil litigation process, during which she sued Prince Andrew for alleged sexual assault, stemming from the period when she was trafficked by the now convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The book sheds light on the tense, emotionally fraught negotiations that characterize the latter stages of the legal proceedings. Miss Giuffre recounts the relentless pressure, the psychological warfare, and the sheer exhaustion that defined this period of her life. She details how these arduous discussions ultimately culminated in the highly publicized, out-of-court settlement reached in early 2022. In one of the most poignant passages of the memoir, Miss Giuffre provides an intimate look behind the scenes of that final, defining moment. She recalls a phone call taking place in the dead of night, specifically at 2:30 a.m., when the agreed-upon statement that would formally conclude the civil case was finally read to her. The emotional weight of that moment was overwhelming. Ms. Giuffre writes of how both she and her dedicated legal counsel, the distinguished lawyer Siggy Macaulay, were moved to tears upon hearing the formal, carefully worded acknowledgement. It was a moment of profound, shared release after years spent fighting for recognition and accountability. She reflects on the nature of the settlement, recognizing the legal realities of the situation. After casting doubt on my credibility for so long, Giuffre writes, the Duke of York owed me a meaningful apology. She understood that the legal system, especially when dealing with figures of such stature, often prioritizes resolution over definitive admission. We would never get a confession, of course, she acknowledged with a clear-eyed understanding of the dynamics at play. But we were trying for the next best thing, a general acknowledgement of what I'd been through. This pursuit of an acknowledgement, rather than a full confession, highlights the core motivation of many survivors, the desperate need for their truth to be recognized and affirmed, regardless of the financial or legal outcomes. The settlement, therefore, while avoiding a trial and any formal admission of guilt by the Duke, represented a significant, hard-won victory in the fight for validation. The memoir doesn't shy away from depicting the lengths to which Prince Andrew allegedly went to evade the legal process entirely. Miss Giuffre recounts the extraordinary circumstances surrounding the initial attempts to serve him with court papers, a necessary step to formally initiate the lawsuit. She details how the Duke of York allegedly avoided this legal obligation by strategically retreating to the remote and heavily secured sanctuary of Balmoral Castle. Balmoral, the beloved Scottish residence of the royal family, with its extensive grounds and well-guarded gates, became in effect a stronghold used to shield him from the reach of the American judicial system. This act of seeking refuge behind the castle walls was widely interpreted at the time as an attempt to obstruct justice and signaled a profound unwillingness to face the allegations head-on in a courtroom setting. Adding further gravity to the allegations of data misuse are the reported leaked emails that have emerged during the course of the investigation. These correspondences allegedly demonstrate a shocking chain of communication. According to reports, Prince Andrew sent Miss Giuffre's confidential, private, identifying information directly to a police protection officer, an individual whose salary and duties were funded by the British taxpayer, before subsequently forwarding confirmation of these actions to Jeffrey Epstein himself. This alleged communication loop, involving a high-ranking royal, a taxpayer-funded officer, and the convicted sex offender at the heart of the scandal, suggests a deeply troubling level of coordination and complicity in the alleged effort to undermine Ms. Giuffre. It raises serious questions about the ethical boundaries and official protocols observed by those within the Duke's closest circle, and highlights the immense difficulties faced by those attempting to bring powerful individuals to account. The publication of Nobody's Girl ensures that the saga of Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre will remain at the forefront of public and legal attention. The memoir acts as a powerful, enduring record, meticulously detailing not only the original trauma inflicted by Epstein, but also the subsequent, alleged institutional and personal efforts to silence and discredit the victim. The claims of employing internet trolls represent a modern, insidious form of harassment, demonstrating an alleged willingness to weaponize the digital landscape against a person already seeking recovery from profound abuse. Coupled with the investigation into the alleged misuse of confidential data, a potential criminal matter now under the purview of the Metropolitan Police, the Duke of York faces a renewed and intensified period of public scrutiny. For our audience, who value integrity and a full understanding of these complex, high-profile cases, the details within this memoir are vital. They underscore the immense resources, both legal and allegedly unethical, that can be deployed when powerful figures are challenged. They also underline the sheer bravery and determination required by Ms. Giuffre and her legal team, led by Siggy Macaulay, to push forward until some form of public acknowledgement was achieved, even if it fell short of a full confession. The Duke of York continues to vehemently deny all allegations of wrongdoing concerning Ms. Giuffre. However, the details now presented in her own words, detailing the emotional climax of the 2:30 a.m. phone call and the strategic efforts to evade legal service at Balmoral, solidify the narrative of a protracted and bitterly contested legal battle. The enduring question remains: what will be the ultimate consequence of these revelations? Will the ongoing Metropolitan Police investigation yield criminal charges related to the alleged sharing of confidential data? And how will the royal family continue to manage the fallout from a crisis that refuses to dissipate, especially now that the victim's powerful, detailed perspective is permanently enshrined in print? The memoir paints a damning picture of Andrew's efforts to evade legal scrutiny and his alleged involvement in strategies designed to intimidate his accuser. It serves as a stark reminder that even after a settlement is reached, the story is far from over, and accountability can still be sought through the unvarnished truth of a survivor's experience. This story is a crucial marker in the broader conversation about power, privilege, and the pursuit of justice in the modern era. The claims of hiring trolls and the alleged misuse of official resources to run a smear campaign are deeply concerning developments that demand rigorous investigation. We must remember the significance of that early 2022 settlement. It was a moment secured through immense personal sacrifice, culminating in that emotionally charged moment when the language of acknowledgement brought both Ms. Giuffre and her lawyer to tears. It was, as she articulated, the next best thing to a confession, providing a form of validation that transcended the purely legal realm. So we turn now to you, our dedicated viewers. What are your thoughts on these fresh allegations detailed in Virginia Giuffre's posthumous memoir, Nobody's Girl? Do you believe the ongoing Metropolitan Police investigation into the alleged data sharing will finally bring clarity to this aspect of the scandal? And what does the alleged use of internet trolls by powerful figures say about the state of accountability today? We urge you to share your perspectives in the comments section below. Your insights and discussions enrich our community and help illuminate the complexities of this ongoing narrative. Don't forget to like this video if you found this detailed report informative. Subscribe to our channel for continuous, in-depth coverage of global events and the latest celebrity and royal news, and join us for our next update, where we will continue to monitor developments from the Metropolitan Police and the enduring impact of this memoir. Thank you for watching, and until next time, please take care.